And this is, if you're trying to understand sort of why the market crashed, that's basically why, because they're saying maybe we don't need to put this much money in, maybe we don't need to invest in this much infrastructure. But as I said, there's been those numbers have been disputed, but for now this is what we'll say because those are what they're saying officially. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of the privacy and national security concerns that people have raised. As as when DeepSeek dropped onto the market, security researchers and AI researchers and so forth, pretty much as as you expect, will be testing the system out. So a lot of things, or some of the things that initial research found out, and this is in and this part that I'm about to say is specific to the app. So in terms of like the app, and the researchers discovered that it collects user data, including some of your chat logs and device metadata and so forth. And then the concern, as always, just like with say TikTok and others, is like, oh, your data is being sent to China. I mean, duh, it's a Chinese app. So that, in my opinion, is to be expected. But, we'll get to the part where I actually install this locally, sort of in a way to circumvent some of these things if you don't want to send your data to China and so forth. Now, the concerns is not necessarily about sending data to the Chinese companies, but also some of the concerns that researchers raised was regarding the fact that because it's a Chinese company, they're bound by Chinese laws, which means, sort of like, as they would say, or as people would say in the industry, Chinese communist laws.